Welcome, folks. I'm Jabby Kaway, joined by KIRK.
What's up?
And we're watching Wednesday, episode 3, Friend or Woe. And ACHARA has pointed out that so far every episode title has had the word woe in it, which is very fitting. Thanks so much for joining us. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up so YouTube knows you're enjoying what you're watching, assuming you're watching this on YouTube. You're going to see a cut-down version of our reaction because we are only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. If you want to watch the whole thing with us, no cuts, no interruptions, not compromised whatsoever, then head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabbyKaway, or become a member of this channel so you can watch the whole thing with us, but you will need your own Netflix subscription, so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown sync, and it'll be like you're watching it with 2 of your favorite pals from the internet. Now, if you're watching this on Patreon or memberships already, thanks so much for supporting us here. Let's get back into this. Here we go.
No idea if I'm going to live or die.
It's like Skull and Bones.
It's definitely my kind of party.
The Nightshades are an elite social club. Emphasis on elite.
We have roof parties, campouts, the occasional midnight skinny dip.
And Yoko's an amateur mixologist.
She makes a killer virgin mojito. Can get pretty wild.
Last I heard, the Nightshades have been disbanded.
Yeah, the group kind of lost its charter 30 years ago after some normie kid died.
But we have a lot of wealthy alumni.
Someone like Rowan.
We booted that loser last semester. Only members are allowed in this library.
Make her a member.
We talk about not making waves. She's a tsunami.
Just because I beat you at your own game? Let me save you the trouble. I'm not interested in joining.
You're seriously turning us down?
Can you believe it?
Untie her.
I freed myself 5 minutes ago.
She's like Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
But right now, nothing intrigues me more than this book.
Looks like a pilgrim.
All students will report for their volunteer jobs at 10 a.m. sharp. I trust you will all put your best face forward.
Ugh, that is freaky.
That's funny.
Yes! I got Pilgrim Road.
Uh-oh.
What'd you get?
Uriah's Heap.
This weird, creepy antique store.
Wednesday, don't worry about your cello. I'll have it brought to the town square this afternoon.
My cello?
Yeah, why?
Your rooftop serenade the other night. I'm sure it won't be too challenging to play a uplifting Fleetwood Mac melody.
As long as you promise to hang me as a witch afterwards.
Also, how is she gonna march with a freaking cello?
You didn't seem surprised when I showed you this last night. You've seen it before, haven't you?
And what the hell is Crackstone doing in a picture with you?
You know who that is?
Yeah, it's Joseph Crackstone.
Clue.
It's like Jericho's founding father. It's
Oh.
kind of a big deal around here. Yeah, look.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Enid. Switch volunteer assignments.
What?
It's an emergency. I need to check out Pilgrim World.
Why would I agree to spend the entire day at some dumpy emporium of Prepola?
Because Ajax is going to be volunteering there. But if you're not interested...
No! Oh my god, thank you!
How now, pilgrims?
Behold, the meeting house. Inside is a collection of Joseph Crackstone,
Which of Joseph Crackstone's artifacts are on display?
including original farm tools, tableware, even the Crackstone family chamber pot.
Sounds fascinating.
You're really enjoying this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's dead. See the tire treads across its tail?
Can't keep them on the shelves. Got a whole section dedicated to these beauties. Squirrels, skunks, snakes. And my personal fave, family of ferrets at a clam bake. Too cute.
Genießen Sie Ihr authentisches Pilgrimfudge aus Kakaobohnen, alle einen nehmen dazu. Das armselige Schüssel vorbereitet, meine
What the
Genießen Geschichte auf Fress. Hat jemand Interesse?
Check out this greedy little freak.
Please, I need to get back to the...
Uh-oh.
Oh, yuck.
Ooh. Blah.
Let him go.
What, do you want to end up in the stocks too?
Remember what happened the last time we did this dance?
I can't get into any more trouble with my dad.
Let's get you cleaned up.
That's so gross.
Aw. Yeah.
You remind me of my brother.
Sans the desire to strangle him every waking moment.
I need to know more about this crackstone. So we have a meeting house to break into.
Give me your retainer.
What? Why? Your teeth are really good. Not as straight or white as Enid's, but still.
Hand it over.
What if Mistress Arlene catches us?
Hive code. Deny everything.
That's not hive code.
That's not hive code.
I'm not sure what secret Crackstone is hiding, but I have a strange feeling the answers to my future lie in the past.
The old meeting house, 1625.
Was he burning witches? The girl.
This is the book.
Quick.
Grab it, quick.
Don't delay.
Codex Umberum. That's Latin for Book of Shadows.
Oh, wow.
No,
Yeah,
pocket
she's
it
a
and
witch.
get out.
Great. It's a fake.
No. Oh, is it? You don't. Oh, okay.
I told her the door's unlocked and you were dying to learn more about Crackstone.
Yes. And this display case was already open.
That book's a replica.
You don't say.
The original was stolen last month during the 2 o'clock witch trial.
Oh.
Can I help you?
Hey, you're stealing.
You realize this is like the longest conversation we've ever had.
Gorgons are taught not to engage. I don't want
Gorgons,
to accidentally
yeah.
stone someone.
I'm not afraid of being stoned by you. It's just temporary.
Really?
How does he stone?
Like Medusa.
I was thinking of sneaking behind the greenhouse tonight. It's supposed to be a blue moon. Only happens once every 23 years or something crazy. Should get a killer view from there.
Cool. Hey, have fun.
Stupid?
I've spent all morning flirting and hinting and trying to act cute while brushing some roadkill just so you would ask me on a freaking date.
Oh! You want to meet up behind the greenhouse tonight?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Hey, Ajax! Can you help me move the badger dentist to the front window?
Yes!
He's cute, but not the brightest tool in the shed.
Well, I mean, that's a
Or
good
the
lesson.
sharpest tool.
It's like
Yeah.
guys don't know.
I'm actually here for Tyler.
Told you he was bad news.
Twice. But who I speak to is my business.
You rang?
Do you get the reference?
No.
For Lurch, you rang?
Oh,
No?
I missed it. Sorry. I mean, I heard what he said, but I didn't remember that.
There. But, look, it's kind of sketchy. Squatters and meth heads use that place as a crash pad. My dad has to clear it out every couple weeks. Don't tell me you were a Girl Scout.
I could eat Girl Scouts for breakfast. Actually, I have an uncle who went to prison for that.
Well, seems like she found it okay.
I was expecting more too.
Oh. The homeless guy.
This is my place. Get out!
Thing a hand here.
Ah. Why did he steal a camera? That's what I want to know.
He's trying to capture some evidence of something.
Maybe. Yeah, he must know something.
Well, he doesn't believe it's a bear.
Boom. There we go.
Oh, it's a witch burning?
Yeah.
Goody Adams!
Oh.
You have slaughtered the innocent. You have robbed us of our peaceful spirit. You are the true monster, all of you.
Oh, I thought she caught his throat.
Oh. Yeah, me too.
You are abominations in the devil's breath! I will not stop till I've expunged this new world of every outcast, godless creatures.
And they have their outcast school built on this legacy.
Set it ablaze!
Oh, wow.
There is no time, child. Run. Avenge us. Find the others and save our future.
Wow, that's grim.
He won't stop until he's killed us all.
Oh no.
There will be no escape for you.
Her name is Goody Adams. And I believe she's my ancestor from 400 years ago.
You gotta have a family tree. Now is the time to, like, talk to your family.
Must have been the bearded man from earlier.
She's gonna chase him? She's gonna run?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, didn't hurt her.
True.
Okay, she's
Maybe
following.
it's a friend. It's gonna turn into human footprints. There we go.
There we go.
You're right. Maybe it's a wonky werewolf.
The monster's human.
The feet aren't that big,
What
though.
the hell are you doing?
I was following the monster.
You saw it?
It's him?
I did learn one thing. The monster is human. Its tracks turn from monster prints to human ones.
Show me.
They're all gone because of the rain. How convenient. How convenient.
You saw Roan's drawing. Crackstone was standing in the quad.
You're creating a story in your head and using visions to back it up. They're telling you what you want to see.
Are you mansplaining my power?
All I'm saying is my dad, the expert, would warn you that psychic ability isn't rooted in logic.
I would listen to him.
I believe Roan was right. Something bad is going to happen and I need to stop it. Starting with that monster. Whoever it is.
It's not him.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I don't think so. No. I think it's meant to trick us.
Much like the visions, we can't believe everything that we see in this show.
There was nothing our town couldn't achieve. So, together as one, our community and our friends at Nevermore Academy, we've built a monument to celebrate his memory. Now may the spirit of Joseph Crackstone be memorialized for eternity.
She looks so miserable.
Oh shit. What's gonna happen?
What now?
Oh my god.
She's like, I live to watch the world burn.
Well, it's highlighting something interesting about history. Oh, it's like it's crying. Or melting.
Oh, yeah.
I swear on my late scorpion soul, my hands are clean.
Thing, however.
Don't you know it's real history with outcasts? The actual story of Joseph Crackstone?
I do, to an extent.
Then why be complicit in its cover-up? Those who forget history are doomed to repeat it.
Absolutely true. Film camera?
Okay, what's he gonna do?
I was trying to get a photo of the monster.
Who the hell's there?
You're dead, my man. You're dead.
Yeah, we need to learn the incentivization of the monster.
So glad I have my date with Ajax tonight. Get my mind off that train wreck of an afternoon. What kind of twisted psycho would want to sabotage such a life-affirming event?
You're going to be late.
Why'd they break the fourth wall there?
She's related to the person that died 30 years ago. That's my guess.
One coincidence is just a coincidence. 2 are a clue. And 3 are proof.
Oh, someone's gonna pull it down. He's gonna stone himself.
Oh. Oh, shit. Why would you even look at the mirror?
I wouldn't...
Like,
huh?
Because he could sometime in the future.
Couldn't help it. He didn't know.
3 coincidences that I know are connected.
Okay, they clearly had a falling out of some kind.
Yeah. Oh, that was evident from the beginning.
Well, I mean, it's confusing.
What's up with her? This lady. She's the one that makes the weird taxidermy art creatures.
Well, well established she's creepy.
The monsters we suspect are the most dangerous. They hide in the shadows until no one is looking. And then they strike.
What is it?
Ugh.
Oh. I thought it was going to show it in its human form. That is gross, though.
There's a lot of content today that always is aimed at having a message of some kind, right? And it's
right.
Like, it's stuff that you would think maybe would stay innocuous or whatever, but everything is trying to have some kind of political message these days, it seems. And so here it's addressing the fact that we prop up and immortalize and revere these characters from history. And sometimes we do it in such a way that paints them to be like saints and heroes without regard for the things that they do wrong. And I think that at some point we're going to learn how to color both sides in terms of like, this person did good things, but we need to also remember and acknowledge the negative side. Like, cool that they did the good, but we need to also teach children and just society that they're not perfect and how they're not perfect and the wrong that they did, so that we can learn from it. Because, okay, for instance, a perfect example is Winston Churchill. You know, in England, he's revered as a hero from history. But you leave England, you go to India or Ireland, he's looked at quite differently. The profile or the reputation of Winston Churchill is 180 degrees different. Night and day difference. You have this Pilgrim guy who's propped up with the statue, and it's like, well, if you go back and actually like look at that, it's not so rosy, you know? And I think that is something...
Yeah, it's a dark history.
This show is trying to impart certain ideas and messages, as any show might, and I think that's actually a cool thing to bring up, that our heroes from history aren't necessarily heroic all the time. And because like some people get offended when you try to break it down. Like you look at someone like Thomas Jefferson, second president of the United States. Like, he is revered as someone who is very smart and instrumental in the, he's one of the founding fathers. But he owned slaves and refused to give them up when he was dying. At least that's what I have understood. I wasn't there, but like that's the understanding I have of it. And feel free to correct me, any history buffs, in the comments below. If I have a bad understanding of this, but even if I do, about Thomas Jefferson specifically, the idea still, I think, is worthwhile and worth discussing. And so it's not something I was expecting to get out of this. I took this as just like sort of fun entertainment, young adult, whatever. But like, I think that is a cool thing to bring up in this show. It's fun. It's interesting. Not fun. It's just interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. And as we're getting deeper and deeper into the story and the intrigue, it's still very much like, I don't really know who I can trust in this show. And I like that we're like nearly halfway through and I'm still feeling that way. It's still keeping me on my toes, because at this point, I'm still getting the feeling like it could be anyone, like anyone has a multitude of secrets right now. And as Wednesday's grandmother says, secrets like zombies always find a way to come back to life. And so we're going to find out more.
Xavier's definitely connected to the monster. I don't think he's the monster, but he definitely supervises it. Because he was there when Wednesday almost caught up to the monster, and he was in the tool shed or something, and he had the scratches on his neck, which for now I can only assume is the monster, and he's sort of dealing with this secret.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it would be too obvious if he was the monster. I feel like they're not really trying to go for obvious in this.
It's definitely not Enid, because Enid was waiting outside for the Medusa character. I was a little bit surprised that the Medusa character made such a dumb mistake, because it's like, okay, you already know. I would think that you're so trained not to look at a mirror, given this.
Well, that's why he put a towel on top of it. He didn't know that it was gonna fall down. Like, I feel like someone sabotaged him.
I don't think so.
You know,
it looked like it just fell on its own.
You don't think so?
And it looked like it
looks like it did.
You might be right. It might have been deliberate. This just the way that it was shot. It looked like it could have just fallen. It could have just been gravity.
Well, yeah, but they're in a school full of people who have special powers. So you could have easily had someone who had telekinetic ability just kind of, whoop, there you go.
You're right. However, it could have been, the point might have been to illustrate the dangerousness of Enid.
Yeah, that could be it. It could just be like, oh, she's not a full werewolf yet, but she isn't someone you want to mess with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm driving at.
Yeah.
Like, that might have been why. So, yeah, it was an interesting episode. I would say that in terms of just entertainment value, I think I got more out of the first 2 episodes than this one. In terms of just being thought-provoking, I thought that this one did a pretty cool job. You're seeing minorities inside the tool shed. It's not like just witches, but you're seeing all kinds of people. It's like, it's exploring this idea in sort of the same way of, at least this episode, in sort of the same way as X-Men. The point of X-Men was racism when it was first, its inception. The idea of it is exploring, racism through this kind of abstract way. And so this is sort of doing the same thing. I'd say that this is more on the nose. It's a little bit more obvious and spoon-feedy. But I think it's sort of the same idea, talking about racism and whatnot and how we prop up these characters in history. I mean, they were kind of overt in talking about, in the shop, when she was talking about the fudge and whatnot in the other language.
Yeah.
That whole speech.
In German.
In German, yeah.
I think it was German, yeah.
I don't know, nor do I really care all that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, the point was what she was saying in there was very overt in terms of the overall message of this episode. We have to be mindful of that. It's like those who don't know their history are doomed to repeat it. I think that everybody could consider that idea, left or right, whatever side of the political spectrum you're on. That's a worthwhile idea
absolutely.
to munch on. That I think all of us very quickly forget for some reason. We get really caught up in our bullshit. I was a little bit surprised that she decided to use the word mansplain, because she seems very whatever it is that word would go with. It doesn't seem like that seemed out of character for her to me. But
yeah, a little bit. That was a little bit jarring to me for sure, just because I was like, why did you have to write that line in? But okay, whatever.
I think it was for the audience, for those who are like, I apologize for this word if it offends anybody. I think it was for the audience that's more like on the woke side and like, why is he mansplaining? And then she just calls it out, so you can't be mad about it.
But I think that what he was saying was actually valuable information. You know, if his dad is indeed a psychic and he's super famous for being a psychic, then she would do well to actually listen to someone who has a lot of experience in that field, because she certainly won't listen to her mother, which I get. I feel like that is going to be something that is going to come back. She is going to have to go back to Morticia and learn a few things from her. Yeah. And maybe her journey is a journey of acceptance, because she's doing that like typical teenage thing of like, I totally reject everything. I reject my parents. I am not my parents. Right. I am definitely not my mother, and it's like, unfortunately, there are certain things that you do pick up from your family. And I can say definitely that hanging out with my family this time round, I have seen things that I'm like, yep, definitely got that from my mom. Yeah. Whoopsie.
Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Do subscribe, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up. I'm Jabby Kuwait. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.